That's why I was like,
And just like that, we're back at it again. Welcome to Champions Corner Podcast, where the real fans meet. I'm your host for today, the Professor BJ, and we're going to be analyzing a lot of what's going on in wrestling. I'm joined by your favorite host, Mr. Highlights, Ron G. Ron G, tell them how you doing on this holiday season, Black Friday.
oh man, I'm good, boy. I'm looking at some deals, man. I'm looking at some deals. You can get some deals on our website. So go check that out, championscornerpodcast.com. But also I'm excited for Survivor Series. I'm hyped for these War Games matches, actually. So I'm ready to talk about it too, man. Let's do it.
I hear that. Awesome. Well, we're definitely going to get right into it. Before we do, make sure you hit like and subscribe so that way you'll be able to stay informed when the channel goes on live. Best way to do that, most definitely, is by hitting the notification bell. See, I jump ahead of that. That's okay because you know what to do. You hear from every
Yeah.
other streamer, do the same thing. With that being
Hey.
said, let's head right into War Games. Well, before we do that, let's talk about Raw. Because Raw, go home show, a lot of tension in the air, a lot of egos, if you will. We had not a summit, but a meeting of the minds between Roman, Cody, CM Punk. Who's the leader of this team is the question. Everyone's trying to sit here and stake their claim for a lot of different reasons. Cody's maybe QB1, Punk is the world champion, yet, or the best in the world champion, and yet Roman is the tribal chief. Who really runs his team was a discussion. Roman told all of them, hey, relax. It doesn't even matter. I don't care. Y'all figured it out between yourselves. But you know what? While y'all decide that, that title looks really nice on me. Not really sure who he's talking to. Not really sure what he's talking about. Punk was a little scared, but you know what? Little tension there. What do you make of this, Ron? How do you feel about that whole segment? And will that dynamic of who's the leader play in a negative effect for the face team going into War Games?
Yeah, I feel like it could play a role in this, but to me, if everybody plays their role, it all work fine. I mean, it shouldn't matter who's the leader, who's calling the shots, who's the quarterback on this team. They all, big names. They all got big egos. So, hey, man, everybody's play your role. Pick a guy to fight, and let's throw down. We've been in this before. The only person I don't think has been in it is Cody Rhodes. Is that right? I don't
Yeah,
know if Cody
Cody
Rhodes
is
has ever been in this. So,
not in the WWE format. Not to say he's never been in a War Games match because he probably has
oh,
been blood
oh
and guts, but
yeah, sort of.
he's never been in this type of environment with these guys. Let's say that.
Yeah, not in these guys. But yeah, he's friends with a number of these guys except Roman. I think Roman probably the only one he's not fully, cohesive with. But they can make it work. I feel like they can make it work. As far as the other side of this, they left Logan Paul out to dry. So I don't know. We'll talk about it, but that I don't know if that team is fully together either. I mean, Brock, you can't really. I don't think you can trust Brock Lesnar. He could act like he on your side, but he'll F5 you in a second. So yeah, take his word or Paul Heyman's word with a grain of salt on that end. But as far as the other side, like I said, for the most part, all these guys are on the same page. They are friends on screen, not just like backstage. And they work together on screen. So I feel like they can make it work. And Roman just find his way, get his moves off, get it with the ooh ah and this spear, this Superman punch. And they can make it work because they have experience together. Like I said, they did it last year, but it was just Sammy instead of Cody. And like I said, Cody could fit right into that because he's big star, he's experienced, and he can make it happen.
I hear what you're saying, but that is still a big deal with Sammy because Sammy was also part of the bloodline. Cody, who
Yeah,
spent most of his time going against that same bloodline, will now
yeah,
be teaming up with them. Cody and Roman teamed up at one point. Who did they take on? They took on Solo. It was that Bad Blood, wasn't it?
yeah.
They
It's
took on Solo and
Solo and the crew, the rogue bloodline, if you will.
before they were officially the MFTs.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, they did that. So I mean, there's some history there. But even then, Roman was reluctant to team up with Cody. And remember the whole "you're in my way" in life ordeal? Like that
Yeah,
line still doesn't make sense to me. But whatever.
but you see how Roman and CM Punk had there was bumping heads last year, but they saved each other and they got the win. They did what
Yeah,
was
but
right for the team.
Cody took down the Empire.
I mean that was then. I mean it's just different wave of story right here, what we got going on here. And plus, like with Cody, he's teamed with Jay before, been tag team champions. That goes without saying, the Usos, they on the squad. So all three of them are, good. And like I said, Punk is right there with Cody. And like I said, Roman just gotta fall in, he gotta fall in line, but just like play your part, bro. Like because he the one saying it ain't that serious. Okay, get the vision out the way, get Brock out your way again, and then go for what you was talking about. You going for a title? You want a title around your waist? Hey, this is the leadway to that. This is the pathway to that.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying. It's just Roman, Jay, and Cody have a relationship. I hear you. I don't deny it. It's just that same tag team you talk about lost the tag team match tonight or Monday night. On Monday night, you had a tag team advantage match where it was Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul, of all people, who teaming up against the Usos. And the cohesive tag team of the Blood Brothers, the Uso, lost to the mixed tag, whose only victory was against Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. But, wrestling. So they lost that match. Talk about the cohesion, don't like a cohesion. In the end of the day, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if the face team's going to win. I really kind of question it from the standpoint of who all really does trust each other. Well, it becomes a situation, be like, you know what? I don't need this. We talk about Brock Lesnar pulling that stunt. I don't know, man. I kind of feel like Roman and the Usos may pull that because that bloodline may be thicker than the water of CM Punk and Cody. I don't know.
Yeah, but either way, they still don't want to lose. Yeah, at the end of the day, they don't want to lose, especially to the Vision or the Brock Lesnar or Drew McIntyre. None of these, they want to lose. They ain't about to cost a win for the team.
I don't know.
The only thing I can see is, as far-fetched at this moment, is Jey Uso turning heel and making a move. But other than that, I see this team working well together.
We'll see. Well, we'll see. I mean, it'd be something to discuss.
For the most part.
It is hard. Well, I guess. We'll see. It'll be hard to determine because, I don't know. We'll see in the end. We'll see this coming Saturday, in fact, when you will have the matchup between the Vision and Drew. I want to say and Logan Paul, but I really do. He's part of the team, isn't he?
It seemed like it. The way it's going into Survivor Series, but I would have to say they would have to be together after Survivor Series for me to say that.
Oh, that's like the Becky Lynch thing, huh?
Yeah.
A lot of people thought she was part of the Vision. Like, no, she wasn't. She was just sitting there for that. Yeah, she was that borrowed time.
Yeah. I think that's what. And Logan Paul, like I said, Logan Paul ain't gonna stick around too often like that to be part of this group. Like, so
I tell you, man, between the Vision and Judgment Day, these teams are stacking up with alumni members.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
They keep switching them in and out, man.
Yeah, really, right? But on the other side of that coin, you had the Women's War Games match where they didn't have a summit. Their summit is on next week. I'm sorry, this Friday. Today, time is of, in essence, it's just kind of lost in the space. But the women who are going to be doing their advantage match on SmackDown. Spoiler alert: the face team won. Charlotte did beat Asuka, which means that the women will have their advantage match. Why was there a singles match and the men had a tag match?
I don't know. They're just trying to do it a different way. But I mean, for these War Games matches, the heel is most likely always going to win as far as getting their advantage in these matches. It just makes more sense for storyline purposes. This one, though. Oh, Charlotte won though?
That's right. Charlotte beat Asuka. When the face women got the advantage.
Oh, okay. Face one. Okay. Yeah, well, it's usually like the heel one.
I know. I'm still stuck at the fact it was a singles match when Asuka is the Kabuki Warriors and Charlotte has a tag team partner. Why didn't they do a tag match? Why did the men have to do a tag match? I don't know. Okay, whatever. Anyway, it would make more sense for them to do a singles. Yeah, but go ahead. I don't know, but either way, you will have the face women, who will have the advantage going into War Games. Who do you like going into this at this point? Because I mean, we could do predictions a little bit later, but just kind of a hint of it. Who do you like so
far? It's hard not to say Rhea and Charlotte on the same squad. That's just kind of dominating as far as with them two, and the rest of the crew is going to do their job. But I mean, it's just them two right there. It's two dominating two figures. I mean, of course, you got Lash Legend and Nia Jax on the other side, probably taller and bigger than everybody, both of them. So they'll play their part. But it's hard to say. But I feel like the heels need the victory more on in the women's war games, and so because for the storyline and for the babyface to chase them leading out of Survivor Series and leading up to Royal Rumble. So that's how I feel about that one. I mean, but it's just harder to not Rhea and Charlotte on the same squad, especially if they're on the same page.
Yeah, it looks like in the end of this, it looks like War Game is going to be face teams winning, but most of the face teams usually win War Games anyway, don't they?
For the most part, it seems like. But I mean, like I said, the heels could still win for the women, in my eyes. They can find a way to win.
I hear you, but well, no, they could find a way to win because it'll be Becky, right? Because the outlier is Becky and AJ. I figure this whole thing is going to be hopefully used as a vehicle for them to have their one-on-one match.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to right there.
But I don't know because I mean it's been a minute. AJ is coming back. I don't know AJ's schedule. Like I don't know if she's just gonna. We may get that match at WrestleMania, so that may be even longer build for that to happen. What's the next big thing? Royal Rumble?
I mean, yeah, Royal Rumble, but probably both of them probably gonna be in the Royal Rumble, and then you're gonna lead to what? Elimination Chamber.
Yeah,
where they both might be in there. So yeah, I mean, you might get the match to WrestleMania, but it's still a stepping stone towards that. It's just a vehicle, like you said, a vehicle towards that, and that's what we're looking for.
I hear you. You know what? This actually brings me to the point of Vince Russo, because this is where we talk about creative. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I do find that to be kind of lame in a sense. Because it's just Vince Russo recently had an interview with Ariel Helwani, and within the interview, they were talking about the concepts of creative and booking. And Vince Russo, who I still rest on the idea that he hates professional wrestling, because he does. He likes the story, but he hates the actual wrestling. And you know what? Since we're talking about hot takes, I personally believe 50% of wrestling fans also don't like wrestling. They really just like the stories and the characters, but the actual matches, they either fall asleep or fast forward or don't pay attention to. That's my hot take.
Hey, it's very much possible. You might probably be right on that. I don't know.
But with that being said, Vince Russo argued that both WWE and AEW are making shows according to what the creators like. Not the fans, not the people, but what Tony Khan and Triple H are more so booking for themselves. And it says that it's a narrow audience that turns a niche audience into more of a niche audience. How do you feel about that statement?
I don't.
Well, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't usually agree with how they be saying stuff like that because the fans, over the years, we hear what the fans want. Sometimes they give it to us. Sometimes they feel like we don't know what we're talking about. So, or even it's like us creators doing like podcasts like this, we put our thoughts out there and opinions and like stuff that could probably make sense. But hey, we hype ourselves up, but we don't get it. And a lot of us get mad about our stuff not coming to light. And so,
real quick, I want to attack that because I hate that whole our stuff not coming to light. It isn't really necessarily my idea. I just think it's just a good idea. Like, it'd be good for a story if you did this. Because everyone keeps saying that whole we work ourselves into a shoot. No, it's not always that. Sometimes it really is just from a creative standpoint, it's just a good idea to go this route. And when WWE or AEW fails to do that, then it's like you're not even following your own common sense or your own logic of the story. That's where I fall. Like the Adam Cole and MJF thing, right? I went on a whole tirade about that. You know what my beef was? The beef was the incoherency of the story. Not that I want my fantasy booking to go. It was that the story they were telling didn't make any sense. So how am I supposed to enjoy it? That's kind of where I am with the John Cena heel turn story. A lot of that was hard for me to take in because I wasn't even sure what I was supposed to be like. Did he sell his soul to The Rock? Did he not? What was the whole deal of that? That was the whole.
It was some missing pieces out of that.
Yeah, so it's not like people working themselves into a frenzy. It's more so you're not even the people who are watching it or creating it. You got to question if they even watched their own product. Because like, did you see last week? Because if you saw last week, then why is this character doing it this week? So
yeah, that's like we was talking about with Jey Uso. Like it seemed like he was leaning towards being the next Roman. Not not exactly, but taking his thoughts and actions on like how Roman used to be, and had taken Roman's advice and maybe turning heel and working for himself and not worrying about everybody else. But here you go, got him in this war games, and like I said just a few minutes ago, he may turn heel and turn on his squad that's going to the war games, but it's not very likely. It could happen, but it's not very likely the way it's going. Because after he lost that world title match, it went back to the same old, same old. It's just yeeting and helping.
Yeah, I mean, like, who is that helping? Like, is that? And you know what the funny thing about the Jey Uso character was is that one of our colleagues on the show, Sean, he loves to say the yeet's not sustainable, and he's not wrong about that, for especially with how it's being delivered. However, let's remember why Jey Uso's popular in the first place. It wasn't the yeet; it was the story of the bloodline and what Jey went through and what we saw him go. And somewhere down the line, WWE Creative said, yeah, that's fine, but that's not, don't worry about that. Punk, Seth, and Roman are the main event at WrestleMania. Look at that. Shiny toys. Don't worry about the story. And it's like, well, how am I supposed to? So I don't know. I do think there may be some credence to what Vince Russo is saying when he says things about how they're booking for themselves and not for the audience.
All right. You're going off of the names. I get you going off of names for these main events. But I mean, the story, let the story play out. And if it gets the main event, it deserves it because the story is compelling.
I thought it was the main event story.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, Jey Uso and Gunther. Yeah, that could have been the main event story. They put more into it, but they want to focus on the main stars and Roman and Punk and Seth for bigger names. Yeah, they already made, and it was a great main event. I ain't gonna say a lie about that, but the world title is the world title, and the story with Jey Uso could have been bigger than what it was.
Well,
just like you put Rhea Ripley in that triple threat match just because she's a big star, but she didn't really deserve to be in there. But also, that still was a great match. But
well, yeah, it was.
That goes without saying for them three to have a great match. But this story of her being in there just made me kind of not like Rhea Ripley at that time. So
she was never really the heel in any of that, was she? She was the face the whole time, wasn't she?
She's supposed to be the face, yeah. But she was acting like a heel, acting like a brat to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
well, just to add on though, so kind of leaning into this, Vince Russo did criticize current creative leadership, including Triple H, saying despite being a legendary performer, he lacks professional writing skills to craft effective long-term narratives. He says that it translates into repetitive booking, unpredictability for the wrong reasons, and lost opportunity for mainstream appeal. Let me give you an example of unpredictability for wrong reasons. Seth Rollins faking an injury to do a cash in at SummerSlam. I still say that was unpredictability for no reason. That really played nothing into the story. It added nothing to the fire. That couldn't have been done without the fake injury.
You say, I mean, it could have been done.
Well, I'm saying no. Well, it could. Yeah, it could have been done. Well, I'm saying all of that
because he had the money in the bank. He didn't need. Because I know you were saying he didn't need the injury to cash in.
Essentially, yeah. Like all of that was for nothing. All of that took up time on Saturday night's main event. That time turned off Goldberg's last speech. By the way, that was his last farewell. That was on the same show. That time was for nothing.
But like I told you, to me, I feel like he was actually hurt. But the time for him to heal just wasn't as long as they projected it to be or they presented it to be.
Then why
so they played it off.
No? Then why even present anything? Why not just be like, we're just going to take a look and see?
It's just the time. I don't know when they found out that he wasn't as hurt as they thought he was. So they played it off like, oh, I fooled all y'all. So they just played it off that way. That's what I feel like it was.
Well, that still doesn't help anyone.
For that one.
I don't know. Okay. Even if that was the case, it sounds ridiculous, but at least that's a reasoning that sounds better than, it was kayfabe the whole time.
I don't think it was okay for the whole time.
I hope it wasn't. It would be ridiculous. But going to that whole point where he's talking about the whole repetitive booking and lost opportunities for mainstream appeal, do you feel like Vince Russo may have a point in that?
I don't know, but I get the repetitive booking. Like Vision doing the same thing on Raw every main event for a lot of times. So that part I get with certain parts, but by losing mainstream appeal, I mean you still got it. I mean you still with ESPN. They still being showcased on all these type of other sites that kind of didn't give a crap about wrestling before, but now they showcasing it time and time again, over and over again. They're showcasing wrestling, and that's what pretty much what wrestling fans want, but without all the advertisements. We don't want all these advertisements and all this other crap. We just want our product out there and people to recognize that wrestling is great entertainment. But I don't know, it's going too far with it, and prices going out the roof, and so it's like I said, it's good pros and cons to it. But
Right.
that mainstream appeal is still there because, like I said, we're getting a lot of attention. WWE is actually that is.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The mainstream appeal is still there. I do think he's a bit off the mark on that. The repetitive booking, yeah, that's the case. Wrestling tend to suffer from that anyway. Even if you want to say the Bloodline is the greatest story in wrestling, it had repetitive booking. Like we all knew it was be a ref bump. With the ref bump, it'll be Bloodline interference. Roman retains. So
Mhm.
NWO story, repetitive booking. I mean, Vince Russo's one to talk. He ran the Attitude Era, where that had repetitive booking. Granted, it was intriguing and it kept you on the edge of your seats, but I don't know. Maybe the word repetitive is kind of throwing me off there. And the last part, and I know you said you don't really want to talk about this until it's officially over, but we're so close to the end. Vince Russo did say WWE fumbled or is fumbling John Cena's farewell arc. He believes that WWE had a golden opportunity to do something meaningful, but lacked the writing backbone to back up the plan, especially with the star exit to change, meaning The Rock. Argues that the inability to pivot and plan creatively cost them the biggest potential swan song in wrestling, considering how Mania 41 ended and moving on from the story there. Like they couldn't pivot and they had that bad ending. And then in the end of it, John Cena heel turn to a face turn was done all because of a promo. No story, no real. We talked about the seeds of John Cena looking like he's regretting it, those moments of doubts. They didn't do any of it.
Yeah,
Just like, oh, boom, never mind. I'm a heel. I'm a good guy.
I can see what you're saying about that. It could have flowed way better. Like I said, as we said time and time again on this show. Like if The Rock was there at least 2 to 3 times, that's it. That's all we needed from him. Just 2 or 3 appearances maybe, and that could have been good. And Travis Scott not being involved that much in the main event, it could have been way better. And he could have turned on The Rock and say, "I like this just ain't me," and went to go fight Cody Rhodes as like it played out already. Like they
Yeah,
already
established
like they
plan.
actually played it out. It still could play out the same way, but like I said, it'll make more sense with him turning his back on The Rock because he found out that's just
Ain't the way to
not
go.
how he feels.
Yeah. He's more so about the hustle, loyalty, respect. And
Yeah,
he went against that.
right. Because you see how he reacts when he comes out. He loving this, man. He don't want to hear his music. He want to hear the fans before he leaves. He don't want to hear his music. He don't heard his music so much. He want to hear that fan reaction, that fan love, and he want to give it right back to him and give us some of the greatest matches he done had in his career.
Yeah, you know
Uh,
what I
that,
think? Uh,
huh?
to that point, I really kind of think they shouldn't have done the heel turn. I'm thinking, you know what? Just leave it. With hindsight being 20, just leave John Cena being face. He could have ran the whole thing as a face.
He definitely could have, but that was just a great shocking moment. And like I said, it still could have been worked out well, but like I said, it is missing some pieces. And then the Rock just didn't want to show up. He just felt like, oh, I let them have it. I did my part.
Oh,
I
so
let them finish it out. But
I hear you. That's what The Rock said. I want to throw this in because Vince Russo talked about that. He said
okay,
what he really felt like was The Rock just said, screw it, I'm done. Going all the way back to WrestleMania 40. Remember, The Rock interjected himself. He wanted a match with Roman. The crowd said no. WWE Creative was like, no, we're not going to do you and Roman. We're going to do this. The Rock was like, fine, come next year. Rock wanted to do something. And then Creative was like, no, we're not going to do that. And Vince Russo believes The Rock didn't show up in Mania or really ditched the program because he felt like he wasn't getting his creative opinion across.
Well, you can't always get people want to see you. You're the freaking Rock. But come into the points where it makes sense. You still could have been there. You still could have played a vital role in this.
But he wasn't the role he wanted to play.
Well, boo-hoo, bro. We got stuff going on. And you just got to roll with the punches. You should be used to that. Ain't like you new to the business.
He's the final boss of the business now.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, go do your movies and play a final
Oscar
boss
nomination.
You're
soon going to start calling him Oscar nominated Rock. If he doesn't win, he'll at least be Oscar nominated Rock.
Well, that's nice. But they ain't got nothing to do with what we want to see right now. I ain't see Smashing Machine. I thought about watching. I might still watch it, but I'm talking. We focus on wrestling. So, and you know how you could have added to that, but you decided not to, and it's kind of messed up Cena's heel turn. Granted, we still got great moments from Cena this year. Him winning 17. I mean, the heel turn itself, that moment was still great moment. It just didn't play out the way we wanted to for a story. But him winning 17, him getting that Intercontinental title, him having these matches, these great matches with Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles, Logan Paul of all people, he still had it. Great match. Dominic Mysterio having a great story right now. Him with the Intercontinental title. So it's still going well, but the tournament itself is not what Cena. I feel like Cena wants it to be. And that's putting over a new star, especially if Gunther wins this tournament. That's not putting over a new star.
Who's the new star that's left to put up? Solo, I think, is the only one left in this whole thing.
Solo is the only one left, bro.
Yeah, that's it. He's the last one, young talent left.
And Gunther got to face Solo next because Penta got hurt.
Unless you want that young upstart LA Knight
facing Gunther, but Penta got hurt, and I'd rather Solo. I like Solo better. I like LA Knight. I wouldn't be mad if it was him, but I like Solo.
So you want Solo?
I think he's a better character. He could play it off well.
Oh, he would. Yeah. Huh? And you know what? It'll be really good because I think it wasn't the last match Cena won. I mean, lost. But I think one of the last matches Cena lost in the Solo before he did his retirement was against Solo. And
Saudi Arabia, yeah.
So but good turnaround.
Like I said, Solo will be my pick, but the fans and internet people, they're gonna want to say LA Knight over Solo over everybody else.
Well, right now everyone's saying, well, no, more people just like anyone, well, not anyone but Gunther, but it's like
it kind of is like anybody but Gunther because we heard about that months ago. And so it was like, okay, we know who Gunther is. He's not a new star. Well, he's been world champion. He's been Intercontinental champion. You should have had an NXT star or somebody who just got to the main roster win this. Like a Carmelo Hayes, like a Javon Evans, Obafemi. Come on.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't disagree with that. But next year, maybe next year's that. You heard what Mark Henry said about Javon Evans? I want to add to this point. Mark Henry was on his whatever he's on. He said Javon Evans, he likes that kid. Be bright shining star 15 years from now. The kid's got a 15 years from now. You have a bright future ahead of him.
Mark Henry, boy, calm yourself. First you come up with a Joe Hendry mess, and now you talking about this 15 years? Man, bro, they got freaking Roman, John Cena, even more people than that rooting for Javon Evans right now.
Oh yeah,
Randy Orton gave him his props when he fought him.
Hang on a second.
And Javon Evans, keep going. Javon Evans, he should probably win the Iron Survivor for NXT Deadline. I would love to see that. That'd be a great moment for him.
Yeah.
But he should have won this tournament also. He could have been one of the options to win this tournament because Cena said, I want somebody to do what I did against Kurt Angle that first time I came out. And that's make a moment, make a new star out of nowhere. Nobody knew John Cena coming out the first Kurt Angle.
No, he did. You know what? I'm going to add to that too with someone else, but I just want to get the exact quote. He said, Mark Henry said, there is no rush with Javon Evans. In about 15 years, he'll be in his championship era. I just want to point something out in a scope of context, not the 15-year statement, but a small 2-year statement. In a 2-year run, The Rock debuted, turned heel, had a whole run with the nation, both as a follower and as a leader, broke off, had a fake out face run, turned back heel, and won the title. That was in a 2-year span.
A lot can happen in 2 years, bro.
All right.
Brock Lesnar first run was just 2 years.
Yeah, right.
Come on, bro. You talking 15?
15. He said
Man,
he'll
get
be in
out
the
of here, bro. This man
championship
gonna
era
be
15
this
years.
man will be 36.
I think that's kind of the issue. See, that's the thing, right? Are we in this place of wrestling where we feel like people can't be champions until they're in their 30s or 40s?
Man,
Right.
no. You got some. Oh, that's another person I was thinking about. Swerve Strickland said this man at 21 is better than I was at 30.
You
Come
did say
on,
that.
now.
I saw that go. Yeah.
You got a number of stars in the business who have been world champion. You know, up in Javon Evans, showing him love, saluting Javon Evans, then he got it. Come on. All he needs is put a little weight on him.
Yeah, a little bit of weight. But even then, a little weight or not a little weight, you can still at least feature him and showcase him. I mean, everyone starts off a certain body type, but as long as the fans are happy, that's all that matters. And that's my whole thing, right? We talk about the fans and the things they want. This goes back to a statement of people booking for themselves. I'm not saying every wrestler's like that, but you do got to wonder, with the people who the crowd really seems to get behind, why is there always seem to be some type of reluctance? Whether you're LA Knight, I don't want to say Javon Evans because it's still early, but I will say that there is a push for the NXT 3, who is Trick Williams, Oba, and Javon Evans, and yet they're not really being featured. I mean, they're NXT, but it's like, come on.
They should be on the main roster, bro.
Yeah, they should be on the main roster by this point.
Out of anybody, Javon Evans could stay in NXT for a bit and get the NXT title.
Yeah,
I won't be mad at that. But Trick Williams, Trick Williams just lost to Miles Bourne, so you know he ain't long for the NXT if he losing to Miles Bourne in to get in the deadline match, the Iron Survivor match. So he just biding his time. He just helping other guys in NXT get over right now.
He's spinning his wheels. That's what he's doing.
Spinning his wheels, exactly.
He doesn't need to be in NXT putting anyone over. The NXT is not a place for someone to develop and then to put other developmental people over. That's not what he should be wheels.
Doing. And if Obafemi lose to Ricky Saints, you know he should be gone from NXT right now. Not to say Ricky Saints is bad, but Obafemi.
Yeah, but let's be.
I'm starting to like Ricky Saints more and more. Like I told you last other episode, I'm like his swag. I like in Ricky Saints' confidence. Yeah, I like the way he's moving. Yeah, but this is Obafemi, bro.
Yeah, you got to preface all that stuff. You ain't got to say all that to be like Ricky. If Ricky Saints beat Obafemi, well, it was nice for you to be in NXT. I hope you have a great run on the main roster next week.
Right.
I mean, their debut either needs to be the Rumble, if not sooner. It's only because again, you need to not euthanize, but you need to youthen up that main roster, and you bring out these young stars who people want to see.
Right. That's what I said. The latest Trick and Oba need to be up there is the night after WrestleMania.
Oh boy,
that's the latest.
Cool. That is the latest.
That's a while. I'm just saying that's the latest.
Yeah, that is the latest. Because we waiting to SummerSlam. Boy, you letting it die out. Yeah.
That's you trying to. But NXT has a number of stars that's ready to come up. Like we just said, Trick and Oba. Ethan Page. You got Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints can come up if they really want to do him, put him up there.
Jordan Gray,
Javon Evans could still do it if they want to put him up there, but they need stars on the top level of NXT. So Javon might stay down there with Leon Slater and
Ethan Page.
And Ethan Page. I mean, Ethan Page still can move up because him and Chelsea Green are doing great as a team, and they can still do that on the main roster. You got Joe Hendry. They're probably gonna be down there for a minute if they're gonna keep him down there because he's in the Iron Survivor match, I believe. So. Okay. So you got a number of stars still gonna be NXT, but go ahead and move these guys up, freshen up your main roster, and let's get this thing exciting, man. Come on.
Yeah, the crowd was really behind during the match. Did Javon Evans go to the match? They were really pushing for Javon Evans. It was a moment where, not a moment, but when Javon lost, kind of felt like the oxygen got sucked out the room.
Yeah, and same with when Gunther beat Carmelo Hayes. A lot of people was upset about that. Because Carmelo could be like you said last episode. He could be the underdog moving on up, especially since he split from the Miz.
Yeah,
But they're not even playing him and the Miz storyline all the way out.
if at all. Like,
Right.
I don't even know what's going on with that story right now.
Right. They're not even playing that all the way out. And now you got Miz being in the tournament twice. I feel like I swear he was in the tournament already.
No, he was. He
Got
and he got
him facing LA Knight.
Yeah, he was in there earlier. He got eliminated, but he came back because Penta. No, who was it got hurt? Sheamus. Sheamus got hurt, and he was the replacement for Sheamus, the surprise replacement.
That's not a big surprise to me.
I really wonder what kind of pop he got when his thing showed up.
I know, much as I don't like Joe Hendry, I'd rather be Joe Hendry if you're gonna do a surprise like that. If he's just gonna be Miz, just say it's Miz.
Yeah, you could just said it's Miz. You didn't do a surprise. You could have just like he's gonna fight the Miz. Miz gets the second. You know what they could have done? They could have just had a whole segment where Javon. No, okay, they could have done a thing where since Carmelo and the Miz are still beefing, Carmelo loses. Miz somehow talks to Adam or whoever, weasels his way in and shoves it in Carmelo's face that he's back in the tournament. And then, I don't know, Carmelo could call Tim and it could be a whole thing with them. I just feel like the Miz should have had an interaction where he got himself back in. Because just to say he's in there is just,
Right. Or you could have did a second chance match to see who gets Sheamus' spot.
Yeah, they should have done a second chance match. Yeah, they could have done that on Raw.
I'm just saying.
You see what I'm saying? You see, we're not
or
so we're not booking
or they could have did on
frenzy. We're just talking about with things that make sense. That's what we're doing. We're just talking about things that make sense.
These are things yeah. Or they could have did on NXT. 2 NXT stars fight for that Sheamus spot.
Oh, you know what? They could have done that because you could have had them fight. That could have been a match on NXT. That could have built. They could have had that match on the main roster too. 2 NXT stars.
Exactly. Like I said,
on the main roster, they're going to take Sheamus' spot. You're going to see some highlighted action from Ethan Page and Eddie Thorpe. Just names.
Joe Hendry and Ethan Page.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Ethan Page has been on the main roster with Chelsea Green, and Joe Hendry has a name.
Yes.
Not that I like him, but he has a name.
You're right. I mean, okay, realistically, those are the best two options. Joe Hendry and Ethan Page. That would have been a great qualifying match, and LA Knight could have beaten them, and it would have been fine because LA Knight's on the main roster. They're not. But the point is seeing them and knowing that they exist in the realm of WWE.
Right.
Especially for the main roster fans.
There's so many options they could have done, but they, like I said, that's why I said AEW know I do these tournaments, and I'm looking more forward to the Continental Classic. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Much as I love John Cena, this tournament ain't what he said it's going to be. And so I'm just waiting to see his last match right now.
The Continental Classic is definitely something to look forward to. Before we get to that, I do actually want to talk about one other thing. We talk about youth in the industry. Well, we're going to pull up a list here. ESPN did a ranking of the top 30 best pro wrestlers under 30. Give me a second. There it is. There we go.
Oh yeah, that's some good names on there.
So far, number one, we got Dominic Mysterio. Like Wade Barrett. Dominic Mysterio.
Right.
We got Kyle Fletcher on the list. Let me see if I can try it. Can I zoom it in? I can't zoom it in. Sorry, folks. But the best I can get it. You got Rhea Ripley, MJF, Tiffany Stratton, Braun Breaker, Blake Monroe, Oba Femi, Roxanne Perez, Leon Slater, Javon Evans, Vikingo, Kato, Gabe Kidd, Lyra Valkyria, Mascaderato, Soruka, Danny Garcia, Jack, Jungle Perry, Hook, Mega Bane, Starlight Kid, Kevin Knight, Axiom, Kalani Jordan, Atlantis Jr. Are these names that feature a professional wrestling?
They really could be. There's a lot of great names on this list. I don't know if they're in any order exactly, but a lot of people was hyping up that Dominic Mysterio is number one. A lot of good names. So I'm looking forward to a lot of them. But they just got to put them in the right spot, and like I said, showcase them, man. And like I said, this tournament was the perfect spot to do it for John Cena.
Oh yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they have some more options of what they can do. But This is probably a missed opportunity, depending on how the rest of the tournament goes. Like, say, if Gunther wins, it's just missed opportunity. I feel like,
Well,
but
we'll see. Hey, not for nothing. In the end of it, if Cena has to go out with wrestling the best wrestler in the world, let it be, I guess. I want to bring up the last point of Vince Russo. Vince Russo said if he had his way, his last match would have been against Lesnar to get his win back at WrestlePalooza. And
yeah,
I don't think he said he would have had him squash Lesnar, but he did say that if his final opponent wasn't going to be Lesnar, then what the blank was the point of WrestlePalooza? Why did you
it,
even go through that?
it was no point in WrestlePalooza. But that's what Sean been saying. He should get his lick back
Win back.
on Brock Lesnar. But I don't know. Some people say he did with that Brock Lesnar fall on Raw. That John Cena was the one who did it. You couldn't
Oh,
see
that's
him.
what it is. You couldn't see him? That's what that is. Oh, okay, that's what we do. Oh, you got
But
to do
yeah,
something, I guess.
but yeah, if it wasn't Brock Lesnar, him getting his lick back on Brock Lesnar, it should have been like say a young star getting his shot at the GOAT, John Cena, my GOAT. Um, I mean that's just what it should have been. Like I said, the only person is left is Solo, but I don't know if he's gonna get past Gunther. And for everybody else in there, I doubt they're gonna win.
I know you have yours, but we should have the discussion of the greatest of all time. Is John Cena really the greatest of all time? Let us know in the comments what you think, folks. Is John Cena the greatest of all time? I wrestle back and forth with it. People like Kurt Angle comes to mind. Um,
Oh yeah, he on my
people,
list.
but you see, the more I think about it, the more I'm just going to putting the quote unquote wrestlers up there. Your Bret Hart, maybe Eddie,
Yeah,
Bryan Danielson. See, that's when my list starts to go. There's no discredit to John Cena. John Cena can check almost every box. He can do promos. He's good in the ring. He can capture the audience. He knows how to improv on the spot. He can be funny. He can be dramatic. He can be action. He's a movie star. So it's like I can't discredit John Cena as being the greatest, but let us know. Is John Cena really the greatest of all time? Or are you a person who thinks it's Okada or Kenny Omega or
mm.
Naito?
Great picks, great pick.
So yeah, just
Mm.
yeah, right. I don't think that's who I meant to say. It doesn't matter. The point is, who do
or
you think is the
Osprey.
greatest? Will Ospreay. Maybe you think it's Rock, Hulk Hogan, or Austin. Maybe you're in that bunch who feels like the Showboats are the greatest of
Yeah.
all time. Maybe you're old school and like I don't care what anyone says. Bruno San Martino had the title since the day I was born to the day I die. He'll always be the greatest.
Hey man, Bruno San Martino.
Yes, man.
He
Hey,
was.
tell us what you think.
It was what it was with him.
Um,
But
yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. Like I said, it's subjective with who's the greatest of all time. Like I said, we all gonna have our favorites. So like I said, we still gonna put out our top 5 list. Shout out to Mr. Nesbitt, Mr. Lonnie Nesbitt.
And not you know, dude, real quick to that point, he said a top 5 list in order. In order, dude.
Yeah, bro, that's hard,
My
bro.
order
But
is
I
not
mean,
going to be consistent. I'll give you a top 5. It's just 5 people I like, but order, my number 1 is not going to be the same come next year.
ah,
It
I mean,
just
there's a lot of great
isn't.
wrestling going on right now. A lot of
It's a
great
lot of
wrestling. A lot of people proving their spot.
yeah, right. Some of the people are still
So
wrestling. Like John Cena could actually switch a spot depending on how his career is. What if he beats Gunther? Then what?
right, hey, I don't know, bro. I don't know, but it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be. Oh, I'll give our we're gonna end it off with our predictions for Survivor Series.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and do that real quick.
All the matches on Survivor Series.
Only 4 of them.
Yeah, it's on 4. It's only 4. So it should be a good. Still should be a good show either way.
Yeah. In fact, let's just kind of go through it right now. We're going to start off with What do you think is going to open? The men or women?
The women.
You think the women going to open? Yeah, because it's Roman.
Yeah,
Punk.
just pick your 5.
Just pick my 5. Oh, just pick my 5. Okay, fine. I'll pick a 5. I still got to think about it.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
I still got to think about it. All right. Well, at least we got
It's
that
all
conversation.
good.
No chronological order. Anyway, so in that case, the women's war games match. Who do you like? Team We're Best Friends versus Team Kabuki Warriors and Company.
Man, I'm picking Becky Lynch and company, bro. Oscar and company, whatever you want to say, whoever the leader is on that squad.
Well, Kabuki
Um,
Warriors, I feel like they kind of mustered the team together, and everyone seems to be cool with
yeah,
Oscar.
yeah. Everybody likes Oscar. I feel like, but so I'm gonna pick them. I just want to pick them because I think Becky needs to get some get back for what AJ did for her losing the Intercontinental title, and so they get, like I said, push forward a match between those two. That's mostly what I'm picking them for because I want to push forward that match.
Okay.
And yeah.
That's anything else?
And for Nia Jackson Lash, they could say if they get the victory, they get a tag team title shot against their own teammates after this. But yeah,
That should be interesting.
yeah, right.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna lean. Yeah, boy. I'm picking a face team.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm actually gonna pick
see,
the face team.
see,
Uh,
I
it's
okay.
yeah, because I mean, it is the firepower of Rhea Ripley and Charlotte, and you know what? I feel like AJ Lee coming back, she ain't gonna lose immediately. I feel like she's gonna get another one. This is where Becky's just gonna get really mad at her, and that's gonna cause their feud to really expand. Because Becky's gonna be like, "All right, AJ, you don't. I'm tired of these people being in my way. You beat me in the tag
Yeah,
match. You beat me in this multi-people match. No, I'm the best woman in the world. You are just a woman in my world. Let's do it 1-on-1."
yeah. But like I said, like we said before, they might just
There we go.
put that match off. So that's why I say I don't know if that match is happening soon or not. But that's just a wait and see.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm picking the heels, you picking the faces. Let's see who wins.
Yep. All right. So next up, we're gonna do the Intercontinental Title match. Dominic Guerrero Mysterio versus John Anthony Felix Cena. I think that's his name, right? It's Anthony Felix Cena.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. We got it. John Cena. Who do you for the Intercontinental Championship? By the way, just want to make sure we add that part in. Who do you like in this one?
Oh man, I'm thinking they may go with Charlotte and Becky at Mania only if they do not go Becky and AJ at Mania. Yeah,
See,
like I said, like we were saying earlier, they could put Becky and AJ at Mania.
they could do that. Be a long way to go, but they could do that.
Yeah, but they got like that Royal Rumble Elimination Chamber, so they could do it. Dang, it's going to do that because I really want Cena to have that Intercontinental title, but no, that if Gunther winning, no, let Dominic get the Intercontinental title back. Yeah, Dominic wins in San Diego, his hometown, and Gunther just wins the tournament just to be winning and probably beat Cena.
Wow. So
but I'll still be going for Cena to win, but that we'll get to that prediction when after this. But Dom is winning this match though.
Wow.
Against John Cena.
Cena's gonna take 2 losses on the way out the door.
Dang, it's hard to say that, bro. But like I said, I just don't see Gunther getting that Intercontinental title back for what? If it's gonna be Gunther to win the finals.
Well, to say he's already going to beat John Cena. That's a championship in itself. The way they presented this,
right? But let the number one under 30 get his Intercontinental title back.
All right, that's fair. I got Dominic winning as well. Being in San Diego, I really thought he was going to fight Rey Mysterio and have like a hair versus mask type of thing. LA Knight could win the tournament, but I doubt it. I doubt it. I still think he's in some hot water. I'm in the camp that really does think he's in trouble. When you cut they cut him off mid promo, and LA Knight, people love to see this guy talk, and they cut him off mid promos. That's just weird. And he hasn't even been featured on TV this past a couple weeks.
Probably a month. Well, I don't know, but either way.
Well, he had the Gunther, the tournament match, but even with the tournament match, it's just a match. So I don't know. It could be LA Knight, but I think he's in hot water. That's all I'm saying. Okay. What's the next match? Oh yeah, the women's world title match. You have Stephanie Valkyria versus Nikki Bella. Yeah, that's right. It's Nikki Bella. For the women's world championship, who do you like in this one?
Oh, definitely like Stephanie. But like I said, they could pull a Brie Bella twin magic, and Brie Bella come in there, switch it out, pin Stephanie. Hey, Nikki's your world champion.
So you're looking for twin magic. I don't disagree with that in the standpoint that I think Nikki Bella will win, only because Stephanie ain't doing nothing. And I don't know. Nikki
But they didn't
Bella
give her
may
a
not have
chance
a
to
lot
do
of cred.
nothing though.
Okay, that's fair. It's the Julia thing, honestly, what I'm looking at with this title run. Awesome person has a title, don't know what to do with her. With that being said, I feel like Nikki Bella may end up winning it just to kind of put a fire in what Stephanie could be because she needs something to do. Chasing the title is something to do. I still rest on the idea that if Naomi didn't get hurt, Stephanie wasn't going to become champion until Mania anyway. And she ended up becoming
Right.
champion because they had to fill the void with somebody. So yeah.
Oh. Solani says our automatic dub for Stephanie, as I would say at least.
Automatic. Ooh, automatic.
Hey, I'm hoping so, man. But like I said, Nikki shouldn't have this spot. I feel like Roxanne should have this spot. That was a better choice. Heck, like her and Raquel could be going against Stephanie. That could be a better feud, in my opinion. But they got Nikki Bella right here. Now, like I said, Brie Bella could come in and cause some havoc that we don't want to see. But
Yeah.
it's
Shout out to the
it's
historian.
part. Yeah, it's the chase though.
Yeah, shout out to the historian. He is bringing in the guarantee. He's got his lock of the week, folks. That is on Stephanie Vacure.
Hey,
That is a
Stephanie
lock.
Vacquier.
Oh boy. I mean, it's hard to pick against her because she is a hot hand, though. Nikki
Yeah, I
is
mean
just what she's thinking.
she having a great year. She's been having
She
a
is
great
the hot
year.
hand. She is the hot hand. It's hard to pick against it, but I like living dangerously. Last up, we have the men's War Games match. Team insert brand name champion, whether that's Cody, Punk, or Roman, versus the Vision. Who do you like in this one?
Like I said earlier, man, the face team right here is more cohesive, more experience in tag team together. So I'm going with Team Cody, Roman, Punk, whoever want to be the leader in this group. But like I said, if they neutralize Brock Lesnar, they got to do it. And you can't trust Brock Lesnar if you're on their side because Logan Paul thought he could trust him, but he let Logan Paul go in there by himself and get everybody moved. So already he ain't showing he part of the team.
No one likes Logan Paul. Logan Paul's lucky that people even want to be part of his team. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you, talk about abandonment. That maybe
Avengers versus Thanos is. Well, we know who won that one. Avengers won that one.
Oh well, I don't know. We talking about Infinity War? Or we talking about Endgame? That's.
Hey, it's the ink. I don't know if it's the
end
Endgame or not. I don't know where they going with it. I don't know where they going with it. I don't think they know where they going with it. To be honest,
I don't know either. You see, if WWE plays it safe, the faces are going to win. I do think the men's match is beginning for something. I will hope so because they need something. Because right now, I'm still not exactly sure who's going to face each other at Mania as far as the men go.
Yeah, they love showing these promos.
It could be Cody and Punk. It could be Brock and Roman again. It could be a fatal four-way with all these people. That Mania could be a fatal four-way for just everything.
Yeah, we know me and you love fatal four-ways and triple threats, so I don't know. But I mean, I could see a Cody Roman 3. I see Cody and Punk. Punk and Roman. I mean, a lot of those matches could work for me. And then, like I said, Seth is going to be back within that time. So I don't know. You saying the heel should win? I mean, they probably should.
Dude, I was about to say I can see clearly now because Reigns is gone. Division is very clear. I do pick Division, but I'm not going to pick Division. I'm actually going to pick the face team because I don't trust WWE to really take a chance and let Roman, Punk, and Cody take a loss. If anyone takes a pin, it's going to be Jimmy. Let's just put that out there right now. If they lose, Jimmy's going to take that pin because Jay's on that team too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I picked the heel women to win, and I'm picking the face men to win.
Oh no, I'm picking
at
face
the end of the night.
I'm thinking I think WWE wants fans go home happy. So I'm thinking faces win across the board. Your only disappointment of the night is going to be Nikki Bella winning. That's why people are going to boo it, but everything else is going to be in the favor of the fans. That's how I see it.
Oh yeah, because they really ain't gonna like that moment. So yeah, they got to bring it back. So yeah, it could happen like that.
Yeah, because who did I say was gonna win? Yeah, John. Well, no, Johnson. But if Dominic wins, ain't like people gonna be upset if Dominic wins. Like they're gonna boo him because he's a
No,
heel. But they love Dominic.
yeah, man, people like Dominic for real. Come on now.
Yeah, they do.
And in San Diego too. Man, come on
Exactly.
now. In his
So, yeah,
hometown.
So yeah, the only match I have where the fans are gonna hate it is Nikki Bella, and right division
she
should win. Division should win. They should. They really should. I want to pick them, but I don't think WWE has the mitigated gall, the testicular fortitude to make that pick. So the faces are gonna win.
Hey, that's what I'm picking, man. Hey, they'll surprise me. And like I still wouldn't be happy if they win. I don't know. I just think about forwarding storylines. That's why my mind goes. The forward storyline, make and see where it goes. But
that's why the heel should win.
I still be
forward story.
It would, but I'm just.
I mean the heel. I mean the faces.
I just like everybody on the face side more than the other side. I don't know.
No, that's fair. I don't disagree with that because, well, I mean, I can see why you would say that because I know you're not a big fan of Logan Paul. I know you don't like Brock Lesnar. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure you may be indifferent or might not even care at all about a Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed. Like, you can.
I like Bronson Reed more.
Oh, wow.
And I got much respect for Drew McIntyre. So those Bronson Reed and Drew McIntyre is my biggest ones on that side. But everybody on the face side, I like all of them.
Is Drew McIntyre going to take another loss? Who takes a pinfall? Let's play that game. Who takes a pinfall in your prediction?
Logan Paul.
And what about on the women?
In the women, AJ to Becky.
Oh, okay. AJ pins Becky.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got
No, Becky pins AJ. Well, if you
had
if your side win,
yeah, that's right.
I got the heels winning.
Yeah, I had the faces winning. So yeah, I guess I got AJ pinning Becky. And for the face guys, I have Braun Breaker taking a pinfall because he's just falling down the totem pole of being a jobber. He might as well just be the biggest henchman on earth. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are just turning to Bebop and Rocksteady. That's what their name should be moving forward up until they start becoming the leaders they're supposed to be. They are Bebop and Rocksteady.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Man, hey, we'll see where it goes. So tune in, everybody. Survivor Series War Games gonna be a good one. It should be, at least, hopefully.
It should be a really good one. Did you want to talk about AEW with the Continental Classics just got started? They're doing the tournament. Kyle Fletcher got a big win over Okada.
Rokada? Oh yeah, about
Rokada.
Someone should call Rokada. I was definitely surprised by that. But I mean, he beat him last year, so it's could be in a continuing thing. Like I said, it could go back and forth in this Continental Classic how I was going. But I was very much happy about what's his name? Knight.
Oh, Kevin Knight. Yeah, he got the big win.
Yeah, Kevin Knight over Darby. Darby done lost two in a row. But I mean, he lost a pack at the pay-per-view, and now he done lost in the Continental Classic. But like I said, he get in the Continental Classic, like I said, you can still get some wins back, and you can build yourself back up. But we'll see where it goes. John Moxley getting a dub finally. Yeah, back on track.
Claudio got a W, got a win as well over Orange Cassidy. You know, Claudio and Moxley gonna meet in this tournament.
They're gonna have to, and like I said, that's gonna build with their story. I feel like, as far as either John Moxley's gonna stay in the Death Riders or they're gonna find a reason to kick him out. So that story could be progressed with that. I'm just waiting on Takeshita and Okada. I'm just see where that's at. See where Kyle O'Reilly gonna be at. I like the golden bracket. Is that what it is?
No, you had the gold league. Yeah, the gold league.
I think I like the gold league more because there's more matches that are unpredictable and we haven't seen as much. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, but the whole thing is like I said, still a better tournament than what they got in WWE right now. I'm just kind of upset about it at the moment. Don't mind me, but Continental Classic is always great. So
they are some of the best. I tell you, man, if AEW can't do nothing right, they can definitely do tournaments and pay-per-views. But I want to go back to the chat here. The historian asked a question. Lonnie said, "If they're Bebop and Rocksteady, then who is the Shredder?" Well, that would have been Seth Rollins, right? but he got hurt.
I mean, I'm sure he could dress. I'm sure he could dress like it. He
Then
would have
Paul
cape and
Heyman-
everything.
Paul Heyman would be Krang because he's the brains.
Oh yeah. It had to be
CM Punk is Casey Jones. You're just playing the whole thing out. He is not a turtle. He's just Casey Jones.
I just love Casey Jones. It's just a mask. I just in the hockey stick.
The guy had a hockey stick, right? He was beating up people with sports equipment.
Right. It was so cool to me. But either way.
All right. Well, that's enough turtles. Maybe do another analogy. We'll see. I don't know. Hey, real quick. You want to play a game?
Hey, I mean, I'm always going for a game.
Let's blind power rank these top 30 under 30.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give you the 30. I'm going to give you 5 because I'll do 6. We'll do it even 6. I'm going to give you 6 names. You're going to blind rank them. 6 to 1. Well, I mean, it's your ranking.
Yeah.
Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up.
All
right. So the first name I'm going to give you is let's really play around with this. Yeah, the first name I'm going to give you is MJF.
Oh, I ain't high on him right now. I'm going to put him at 5.
Oh, wow. Tiffany Stratton.
6.
Oh wow, already at 6.
Yeah.
Let's play around with it. Braun Breaker.
4.
Kyle Fletcher.
Ooh, I like Kyle. My proto star. 2.
Javon Evans.
Oh man, I'm playing with 3 and 1 right now. Shoot. Man, Javon Evans that dude right now. I'll give him that 1, bro. I got confidence in my brother.
Obafemi.
God dang it.
That's your number 3? I thought you were a big Obafemi fan. What are you doing making him number 3?
All right, we don't do that.
You think Kyle Fletcher's better than Obafemi? Good Lord.
Hey, all that jazz. Man, it's all good. Dang. I should let that one open. Yeah, all right.
We have to do different games or some sort.
Yeah, we're going to get them for y'all. We're going to get them for you.
All right. That was fun. I don't know. But hey, tell us who you think are the best top 30 under 30. Maybe it isn't Dominic. Maybe it is someone else. Maybe you might think it's Masquerada. Maybe you think it's MJF. Let us know in the comments. Tell us who you think is going to win War Games. Tell us how you feel about tonight's SmackDown. How you feel? Did you pop when The Miz came out? Spoiler alert, it's The Miz. Just want to put that back out there again. It's The Miz. Are you excited about the Continental Classic? Go check out the Vince Russo interview and tell us what you think in the comments. We're probably going to post that up there in more detail, or at least that segment, because I don't know. Something to discuss. Did he have a point, or is he just talking out his ass again? I don't know. Let us know how you feel. Ron G, tell the folks good night.
Hey, check out War Games. We're gonna give you the instant reaction. Check us out later. Notification bell. Hit it. Peace.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.